Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
They told him, "Don't you ever come around here. Don't want to see your face. You better disappear." The fire's in their eyes, and their words are really clear. So, beat it. Just beat it. There you go. That's my rendition of William Shatner doing a reading of Michael Jackson's Beat It. Yes, folks, this week we are talking about the incredible new film, just came out last week, Michael 2026, because we have to specify 2026 because there was another film starring John Travolta called Michael, not about Michael Jackson. So speaking of another Michael, Michael Talent. Morning.
Good morning. How are you, dude?
Just beat it.
Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to beat this dead horse.
Hell yeah, we are. Speaking of dead, Ma Hinshaw.
Yep, here I'm still alive, barely. Hi.
Okay, so I have not one, but two giveaways this week, and I'm just going to start out with one right now before Mike gets into the breakdown for the 2026 film Michael. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Great.
Okay, so our first one is from our good friends over at Paramount Pictures. We're giving away Blu-ray and digital codes combined for the new horror, splatter horror, teen horror film Primate. Anybody? Nobody?
All right.
Crickets?
It's a splatter horror movie?
Well, that's what it says on IMDb. That's splatter. So that means there's probably a lot of blood, guts, and gore.
Oh, okay. Man, I remember seeing the trailer for it, but I just didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah, I think it came out, a month
I
or two ago?
didn't either.
I mean, this would be like right up both your guys' alley. Yeah, this came out in January.
Yeah,
January.
we saw like 7 or 8 horror movies, but we just missed this one.
Yeah, well, it could have been just the holidays. We're probably doing holiday stuff, but yeah. So the description of the film is a group of friends' tropical vacation turns into a terrifying primal tale of horror and survival. So I think I'm going to pick the question on this one. This one will be really easy. If you want to be entered into our drawing to win a copy of Primate on Blu-ray / digital code as well, email Mike, Mysterious Mike Talent, that's Mike at realfilmners.com, and tell us the infamous Primate that was Michael Jackson's best friend.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, dude, that's a good one, dude. That's a good one. Good job, dude. Good job tying it all together, Matt.
It's all together in one. All together in one. So, anyways, I know Mike and Mom want to watch this movie, but they don't get to. You, our listeners, get to, but only if you enter our contest. So, anyways, again, this is brought to us by our good friends over at Paramount Pictures. Let me get to the business, all right? A group of friends' vacation turns into a terrifying primal tale of horror and survival. Primate is now available on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital. And again, it's brought to you by our good friends over at Paramount Pictures. So when they say digital, that's like all the things, like Apple TV, Amazon, Fandango, Vudu, all those. Anywhere you can buy movies, that's where you can get it. But, why go buy one when you can just enter our contest, right?
That's right, Matt.
But if you don't win our contest, then you definitely need to go buy it. So, Alrighty. Well, on with the show. Sound good, Mike?
Sounds good.
Okay, so why don't you break down the new musical biopic? It really seems like everything's kind of becoming biopics the past few years. Michael, about the life of Michael Jackson, at least the first few years.
All right, Matt. So, like you said, Michael 2026 was directed by Antoni Fuqua, written by John Logan, and it's starring Jaafar Jackson, Nia Long, Colman Domingo, Juliano Valdi, Jaden Harville, and it's the early life of the famous musician Michael Jackson, known as the King of Pop.
Okay,
All right.
so I went and saw this on opening night on Thursday. Mike, I'm pretty sure you went on Thursday, yeah?
I was not able to make it on Thursday. I saw it on Friday at the first show, but it was packed. And that was surprising for Friday. Like it was like 12:20 or something in the afternoon, and it was packed. So I thought this might be a number one movie that we have on hand, and turns out I was right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we went on Thursday, and it was fairly empty for our showing. But again, Prescott is a pretty rough measure of how well a film's going to do, because I was talking to a few of the people at Harkins over the weekends, and they said they do like 90% of their business on Saturdays and Sundays. So they're like, Thursday is our slowest day of the week. So I guess that's kind of a rough measure for us. But yeah, it was practically empty for us, and it was great. But Ma, how packed was your theater?
It wasn't packed, but there was a decent amount of people who all loved Michael. Mm-hmm. And they were so excited to get to see this movie.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Ma Hinshaw, can you tell me why the critics think this movie is awful and the audience thinks this movie is incredible?
Well, I think the critics are nuts, and I'm going to pick on them because this was a great movie. And that's ridiculous that they didn't like it.
Mom, does that mean Mike and I are nuts because we're critics?
Well, if you criticize it like they did, yeah, I'll disagree with you too, and you may be nuts. Mm-hmm. Because I thought it was really, really good.
Well, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, did you like it? I mean, it is your name.
Oh yeah, no. So I automatically liked it. Yeah, no, I liked the movie. It was entertaining. It was a little bit slow. There was a few times where I was like, it was kind of just dragging a little bit. Obviously the singing stuff when it was happening was great. I really liked the dancing and the singing, like it was like very authentic. I thought, Jaafar Jackson, which is related, which is the nephew of Michael Jackson, I think.
Yeah, Jermaine, who is one of the Jackson 5.
Mm-hmm.
Jaafar is Jermaine's second son.
Yeah, he did a wonderful job. Like, I mean,
dude, he is Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he killed it.
From the moves to the singing to his looks, everything. He is Michael Jackson.
He killed it. So this was a lot of this movie takes place before you and me were born, Matt. So some of it I didn't remember, like it didn't happen during our time, really. So that was interesting. So some of it's like a kind of a history lesson. I think the only reason the critics are hating on it is because maybe there's some liberties taken with what happened during this period versus what the movie shows you.
Okay. Well, Ma Hinshaw, you were what, in your 40s when Michael Jackson was born in 66?
I wasn't in 66. No, I wasn't even married yet. But anyway, I started watching when he was quite popular in 1990, 1, 2, and in there. And Michael just blew me away because when you think the kid when he started was 8 years old, and to memorize all the words, and if you're a singer, and I was a singer, and to learn all those words and all those dance moves and all the rest of the stuff was just fantastic at that age. And kudos, and I can't remember the young man who did his part. Fantastic. Just, it blows your mind because they rehearsed and rehearsed for ever. I mean, you saw that where the dad was saying, "No, you're going to get up and you're going to rehearse more. No, you're not tired." They really worked themselves. But look at what they accomplished. It was fantastic. Yeah. And I think everybody just, when they watched the guys on TV, there was like, oh my gosh, they're so talented. I mean, all of them. The brothers were good musicians and they could dance just like Michael. And I mean, it was not a simple thing that they were doing. They were great moves, and I thought it was really covered very, very well. Yeah.
Okay, so
there,
Mom's
guys.
connection is pretty rough, so we are going to have to apologize for that. Mike, your connection is a little rough sometimes too, or maybe it's mine. I don't know. But anyways, I think this movie was pretty good. I just think it omitted a lot of things. I think it omitted a lot of the lives of his brothers, which they should have gone into a little bit more because they were just kind of like background noise. Yes, it is about Michael Jackson, but they're a big part of his life and the reason why he has the career that he had. And then Mike, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there is a Jackson that is completely missing from this film.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I noticed. Did you, Mike? Yeah.
Oh
Which
yeah.
one, Mike?
Janet.
Yes. Janet Jackson isn't even like a side character in this film. And why? Who knows?
Because she was the last baby born of 10 children to Mrs. Jackson. And I don't even think, well, she would have been a really little kid when he was young. Now, when he was a teenager, that's different. She might have been 6, maybe 7, something like that. But yeah, she was the
the film goes
last.
until 1988 technically. It's only a week of 88.
Oh, okay.
It actually kind of ends at 84. So are you telling me that she was born after me?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Somewhere I read or heard or whatever, it said she was like, there was an 8-year difference between her and Michael. So I don't know.
Okay.
So, the movie starts out in 1966. Guess who was born May 16th, 1966?
I don't know.
Janet Jackson.
She was?
She was.
Oh. Okay.
I guess they just didn't want to have a baby crying in those scenes, so they just...
She was completely omitted from this film, and I think that is a shame, especially with the impact she has had on pop culture. Now, it is not as big as Michael Jackson, but it's still extremely big, and not even surrounding the controversy of the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't going to bring that up, Matt, but, I know you like the little, the slip of the nip. Anyway, yeah, it was interesting that she was omitted, but since this movie is produced by the Jackson estate or Jackson family or something.
Yeah, it's basically Michael Jackson's production company that his family inherited and runs.
Right. Yeah. So obviously that was a very conscious choice. So who I'm not sure why or anything, but yeah. So it is what it is.
No, but I mean, Catherine had 5 children. She had a total of 10 children. So there was 5 more kids besides the Jackson 5. And, and one of them was Janet. But so none of them were in it, I don't believe.
Man.
Which, I don't know.
Well, didn't he have...
That's a lot of kids.
LaToya Jackson was in it, right? That was like...
Yes, LaToya was in there.
She was in there. Not much, but a little bit.
No, but she was there. Yeah, almost all the other kids were there.
Yeah.
But
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Again, sorry about my mom's connection. It's brutal. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it sounds clear here.
Yeah, I wonder why.
so yeah, no, this was very entertaining movie. It's kind of like going to a concert in some ways. Lots of performances and stuff. So and you know, they're pretty entertaining. So that was fun. I don't know, Matt. Did you find that it dragged a little bit in places, or were you?
Oh yeah, it dragged a bunch. I think as the film went on, it got better and better. But the other thing you got to remember too is Michael Jackson as a performer got better and better throughout his life. So it kind of mirrors like his performance, and it's kind of hard to pick on the film being slow and draggy when they're just starting out because that's what it is, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. But yeah, I liked it. Obviously, a lot of people liked it, and this movie's likely going to continue onward and upward. And I'm interested to see how much it makes worldwide because Michael Jackson was such a world like performer. You know, like he was so huge all over the world and beloved. So I really want to see how this does, like in the the world market.
Mike, did you ever see Michael Jackson in concert?
No. He wasn't on the top of the list.
As a metalhead, do you still have respect for Michael Jackson?
Yeah, he was a great performer for sure. Like, I don't think you get to where he was without having some pretty good performances.
Do you think a lot of it was talent, or do you think it was um, training and practice, or a combination of both, or what?
I think he was talented. I also think he was pretty driven to like his music and dance and like really perfecting it. Because often I think some things are ridiculous that he did, like spends. I think what was it, the black and white video or whatever, the music video when that came out.
Yeah, I was a kid when that came out. I
Yeah,
remember
but
that.
it had like a budget of like 3 times what normal movies cost.
Right.
Like so that to me kind of signifies that he was really, when he saw something in his head or whatever, he wanted to do it no matter what. Kind of a James Cameron style. We're going over budget. This is the way it's going to be, kind of thing. And they alluded to that a bit in the Thriller music video, where he's like, could you change that shot?
I still think Thriller was like one of his greatest videos ever. That Thriller, that was a movie, man. That was not a video. That thing was awesome.
No, it was, but I'm just saying I think they alluded to some of his like I don't know. I guess how would you say that? Like his like perfectionism, or he wanted it to look. He had a vision kind of how it was going to look. I mean,
Sure.
I don't even know how he sold that to be like, hey, we're going to make this, because I imagine they're like, you want to do what? No, absolutely not.
Well, and that's one of the things I like that they showed is his relationship with his mom and their love for film, specifically older black and white horror films and just Charlie Chaplin and all. I really like that. I mean, it really gives you an idea that it was more than just the music for him. It was more the performance and the whole thing, which I think are the best musicians out there, including, our small sector of the metal world. Like my favorite metal bands, the ones that do full on performances like Rammstein, it's not just the music. They're up there having a fun time, getting in, acting, just loving it. I love those bands.
Yes, yeah. When the production and just the, I don't know, Rammstein, Matt, I haven't seen Ghost, but I know Ghost really brings it.
Oh yeah, Ghost is excellent. They are a lot of fun. They're a lot like Kiss and very inspired by Kiss.
Yeah. So, yeah, anyway, he I think he wanted to deliver that to his fans, and he knew that he could. And I guess he either got to a point where he could afford it, or he just was able to will it into possibility. I don't know how some of the stuff went down, but anyway, he went and just became a superstar. I mean, I guess when your record sales for things just are through the charts, they're just like, all right, what do you want to do?
You can do whatever you want. So
Yeah, but the thing too, his dad, he broke away from the control of his dad. And I think that's part of why he was able to do the things that he envisioned to do. And he wrote a lot of the music, which to me was mind-blowing. But I think he felt like he had more freedom to do some of this crazy stuff that maybe his dad would have said, nah, I don't think so. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Well, I mean, you saw how controlling his dad was. I mean,
Yeah.
Not that I know what a controlling father is like at all.
Oh, heavens, no. Not at all.
No, not at all.
But I think he felt, I'm free to do what I want. So this is what I'm going to do. And people really loved it, And I don't know, maybe that's part of why he came up with that, but it was like everybody, Billie Jean. And what I thought was really great in the movie was they did a lot of the really popular music that he did. There was one song I don't think I had ever heard, but all the rest of them were my favorites for years, But I think he was just saying, this is me. This isn't anybody else. This is what I want, how I want to dress, how I want to, all that stuff, his way.
Yeah. They didn't really address his outfits, but obviously they were always a-changing. Matt, I think I want to start getting into spoiler stuff. So, are you pretty thirsty? I feel like you are. Are you parched?
Like, I'm always parched.
All right. Well, what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
Well, Mike, I'm taking after Ma Henshaw because I don't think she's drinking anything but water today because she's a party pooper. But me and
I'm drinking
my girl.
tea.
Oh, okay.
Go.
Me and my girlfriend D Money, who's sitting over here in the corner. That's her official name, D Money.
D Money. Okay.
D Money. She's laughing at me now. Right, Money? Yeah. Yep. See, there you go. We're celebrating Margarita Monday, right here. Margarita Monday.
Oh, nice.
So those are the Jose Cuervo margaritas in a bottle, and the light version because it's not as sweet.
Oh, because it's not as sweet and
that.
has less calories, I'm sure.
And less calories, right. So I'll ask Ma Henshaw. Ma Henshaw, how's that water?
Well, actually, I'm drinking tea, and it's blueberry tea, which is really kind of yummy. I didn't think it would be. Yep. And what are you drinking, Mike?
Oh, it's another IPA for me. So I had to go out of town for a work trip. So in the spirit of that, I am drinking a Flying Dog Easy IPA.
Now, is the IPA easy or is it the dog that's easy?
No, it's just like an easy drinking one. So it's like low in alcohol, like 5.5 low.
Okay, got it.
So.
Well, Mike, what about your dad joke? Did you have time to get one for today?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
Okay, so this is courtesy of D Money.
Oh, D Money.
And why did the toilet paper not make it across the road?
I mean, I know the
I
answer.
guess
so I'm not
we
gonna
all
say it.
know the answers.
Mom,
so
do you remember the answer?
Because it was in a crack.
that's right. It got stuck in the crack.
Well, I almost said it right.
That's close.
She shared with the group before we started recording, so of course we got to use that one.
Yeah, D Money in the house.
Yep, D Money in the hizzy. All right, Mike. So I don't know. This might be a hard one. I don't think so. Maybe I'm thinking of someone, but I don't know if he was in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But anyways, how does the 2026 film Michael relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt. So it didn't seem like it would be the easiest one, but I was able to find one of the editors on this movie, Harry Yoon, worked on Shang-Chi and the Legend of the... what's it? Legend of the Fist? Legend of the...
No, 10 Rings.
Oh, yeah. Legend of the Ten Rings and Thunderbolts. He was
And Thunderbolts.
Yeah, he was an editor. So, yeah. Got it.
I was trying to think if Colman Domingo was in any of the Marvel films, but I don't think so. I think he was mostly in the Walking Dead universe.
Yeah, I think he was in... What was he in? Yeah, he was just in The Running Man that we watched.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he's really getting really popular really fast.
Yeah, because I think he's also... He's in the new Steven Spielberg movie, isn't he? Yeah, he's in Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day. Is that the new Alien movie?
Yeah, the new Steven Spielberg Alien summer movie.
I'm excited to see that. That looks good.
I am very excited because it looks like Spielberg back at what Spielberg does.
Yeah, doing Alien movies.
Heck yeah.
So, Mike, speaking about maybe not aliens, but speaking about that kind of genre, we'll say anime. Mike, we have another incredible giveaway this podcast.
Oh yeah, this is the second one. Let's do it, man.
Okay, so this is for those of you that are in and around the Phoenix area. We have free movie tickets. Now it's 2 per pass. So we have several passes and you get 2 tickets per pass. Now this is to the new animated film, not the TV show, the film, The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, the movie. So, Mom, tell us all about your favorite TV show.
What? Gosh, I don't know. There's so many. I have no idea.
Okay, all right. So here, I looked it up because I don't watch a lot of anime myself. I watch a little bit, but not a whole lot. So that time I got reincarnated as a slime, the movie, Tears of the Azure Sea, is an animated film releasing in theaters on May 1st, 2026. It follows Rimuru Tempest on a vacation to a private island where a new incident unfolds involving a mysterious woman and a water dragon.
All right.
Sounds
So-
good.
If you're listening to this podcast and you are in, we'll just say Arizona. If you're in Arizona, these should work for you at your local Cinemark. So make sure, shoot us an email, mike@realfilmnerds.com. We're not going to ask you for any questions or anything. Just shoot us an email. We'll put you in our contest to get a pass for 2 to go see this film in the theaters at Cinemark.
All right, dude. Awesome.
Okay, so here is the business. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, the movie, Tears of the Azure Sea, arrives in theaters beginning this May 1st. And again, I believe that's brought to us by our friends at Cinemark, who are debuting the film our local theaters. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome. I enjoy
I want to
Cinemark.
go.
You cannot go, Mom.
Mhm. Dang it.
You're not allowed.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're not allowed. You're on the host list of the podcast.
Okay, so I can pay for my own ticket. Yeah,
You dang well can. And
and
they
I
will
will.
appreciate the money.
All righty.
So, okay. Well, I believe that means we are now into the spoilers section of this Real Film Nerds podcast, episode number 471. Michael, I don't know how much we need to spoil, though. I mean, it's
I guess it's a biopic.
true life. It really happened, you know.
Yeah, one spoiler, Matt, since we're in the
Okay.
spoiler area. What did you think of Mike Myers making another cameo, almost as the same character as he was in Bohemian Rhapsody?
Except for he wasn't a music producer, but he was a producer of CBS. I believe he was like one of the station maybe not even station manager, like CEO or something. Oh, I thought it was great. I loved it, and that was an interesting part of the film because even though it was the 80s, they still were fighting to get African American people on TV, just on normal MTV. That was very sad, and it being Michael Jackson, I mean, come on. Huge.
Yeah. Well, that was interesting fact of the movie. And then another thing, Matt, I was going to ask for spoilers was at the end it says to be continued, and I was like, man, they pulled a Wicked.
Okay, so I was listening and reading some things before the podcast today. Right, D Money? She snuck in on me and she saw me watching some reviews and things. So, according to things that I've read and I've watched, there were some legal issues with this film. So with the lawsuits and the settlements and all that, they basically had to chop the ending of the film and figure out what they were going to do with it. And so rumors are that they will be doing a second film, but it's not confirmed yet and it's not a production. So you can kind of read into however you want, but the third act of the film was supposed to be more about his downfall and everything, according to things I've read and things I've listened to on the internets. So that might be false, but I don't know. That's what everybody's saying. So, Mike, do you think we're going to get a sequel? Because it's making money. I don't know why we wouldn't.
So I think we will get a sequel. That makes a little sense, but at the same time, this movie was already kind of long. Like,
Oh,
you know, yeah. So, like, to cover the rest of it would have either been in like hyperspeed, or they would have glossed over even more stuff than so. I think another movie would be maybe the way to go, and maybe they even thought like, hey, we could be like Wicked.
True, but it's a biopic. I mean, this is true life, you know. It's not a story. It's a story, but it's not a fantasy. So I say, you know, do a second one and do it right. I know it's done by the family and it's done by the production company and want to show them in the right light, but I think they need to dive deeper into the man, Michael Jackson, and why things happen and went the way they did. And, you know, even if it's not a proven fact, talk about how things disrupted his life. I mean, one of the biggest things, and they started to allude to it in this one, was the Pepsi incident. You know, when he his hair was lit on fire and he was in the hospital and all that stuff. That was the beginning of his addiction to drugs.
Right. And they are leading into it, but like it was just kind of a tease.
Right. It just dabbled a little bit on the darkness of Michael Jackson's life.
Yeah, I would have liked to see some stuff with Neverland. I wanted to see Blanket hanging from a window. I just wanted to see some things, you know? And
they need to do
like,
it. They do.
yeah.
I know it's the family, but they still should do it. It happened. People know these things.
Yeah.
And I think it would be interesting because he was married to Lisa Marie for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that was a kind of a good part of his life, you know. And maybe they could they were very good about handling his life in this one. And I have every confidence they could do something good with the second half. I believe they could, you know. And maybe stuff with relationships with his brothers or something, you know, besides that and everything. You know, but that's up to them.
Yeah, yeah. And what about like remember what was it? Hands Across America or whatever.
Yeah,
Like
well,
that stuff.
Hands Across America, but it was also the
Was it We Are the World or whatever?
We Are the World. Yeah, that was
That's
really
it. We Are the World. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really spearheaded by Michael Jackson, and that was the 80s. So I don't know what year, but again, like this film theoretically ends in 84, and they give you a sliver of 88, and you even see that he's, you know, his skin color started to change and all the other things. So I still read it as a teaser for the next film.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hope it is. 'Cause
Maybe they're.
I want, you know, we all love him, and he was so brilliant, and I think they can handle it pretty well. His family, I'm pretty sure they can. You know,
Well,
don't you?
they're the ones running the production company, so they make the decisions on these, and that's the tough part. And I hope they make the right decision, even though it's going to show their, you know, relative in a bad light.
Well, I maybe they were dipping their toe in the water to see how this would do and what the reception was of the public, but it already looks like I think it's already over 300 million worldwide. I think it was like 100 million, close to 100 million.
Just on Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
It was 100 million, I think, just on Friday. And that's the most any biopic has ever made opening day or opening weekend or something.
Yeah, it definitely it's setting records for the biopics for sure. What was there was one that just came out that wasn't it's 97 million in US and Canada.
Yeah, there you go. 97 million.
Yeah, and then gross worldwide it was 218. So it's over 300 million all together, I think. Unless the gross worldwide includes America. I'm not 100% on that, but
well, people love Michael Jackson. This movie's
doing
gonna
great.
keep making money.
Yeah,
it's gonna make a lot of money. So, I just hope they do him right. You know, I really do. I hope his family does it right. I don't know. Only time will tell, right, Mike?
That's right, Matt.
Hey, so Ma Hinshaw.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about the movie you decided you wanted to see this week instead of Animal Farm?
Oh, I don't know.
Ma, you don't remember?
I have no idea.
It's called Over Your Dead Body.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's now. Okay. Now I remember.
It stars...
but I have no idea what it is.
It stars Samara Weaving, Jason Segel, Timothy Oliphant, and Juliette Lewis. What a cast, huh?
Dude, those are a lot of big names. And Samara Weaving was just in Ready or Not 2 that we just watched like 3 weeks ago.
Right. We did just watch that. Yep. And so we changed it from Animal Farm because Animal Farm looked pretty rough. And I didn't think Mom was going to get this movie because it's a little bit smaller film. But lo and behold, Cinemark in Sierra Vista, Arizona got it. So we're going to go check this one out. But it says, when a miserable couple, Dan and Lisa, retreat to a remote cabin for a romantic reset, each arrives with a secret plan to kill the other. So this looks really interesting. It's adventure, romantic comedy kind of thing. So we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun. I need some laughter.
Yeah. You and D Money can watch this movie about killing each
too.
other.
No, D Money is not going to kill me. Right, D Money? She said not even close. She's not going to kill me. See, Mike, what you and Mags do and what Ma Hinshaw and Pa Hinshaw do, that's all you guys, but we're still fresh in this game, so.
Oh, okay. Give it a year or two.
Yeah, give it a few years. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, anyways, all right. So that's our film for next week. Over Your Dead Body. I think it looks interesting. I love Jason Segel. He's one of my favorite writers and actors. If you have not gotten to see Shrinking on Apple TV, you're really missing out. That is a very good show with Jason Segel and, of course, Harrison Ford, one of the greats. But okay, so I know Mom's rating. Mike, I want to know your rating. How many reels do you give Michael?
I'm gonna give Michael 3.5 reels out of 5.
You loved it and you gave it 3.5 reels.
Well, I feel like it could have been a little bit better pace. And I get what you were saying, that the pacing was almost like a reflection of his career, and that could be, but I still felt it dragged a little bit, and I don't know.
And you know what? I feel that you're wrong.
Okay.
Well, that's what this is, Mike. These are opinions, and everybody has one, right? Right, Ma Hinshaw?
Yep. Like buttholes, right?
Right? Like buttholes. Yes,
Right.
sir. Ma Hinshaw, I know your rating, but go ahead. Why don't you tell Mike how many thriller cookies you give Michael?
Oh yeah. If I could think of a thriller cookie, maybe a bat cookie.
Why
There,
would you
that's
say a
no,
bat
I
cookie?
wouldn't do that.
It's
But
called
anyway, yeah.
thriller.
I know, but it was scary and the
Zombie
bat
cookie,
is.
then?
Well, I don't know.
Good
Well,
Lord, you need to
anywho.
stop drinking.
Yeah, that tea will get you. No, I give it a 5 because I thought it was uber good, and a lot of the folks who were at that movie. One guy, he was almost crying at the end. He said it was so good, and the music was all when he was growing up, and I agree. Boy, we listened to it bumping down the road all the time. 5. There you go.
So I give the 2026 film Michael 4 out of 5 reels because I think they just left a little bit too much out. And most of my rating is purely for Jaafar Jackson. I mean, that kid, this is his first film ever.
Mhm.
And to do that good of a job, just insane. Absolutely insane. He's going to have a long storied career ahead of him. He really is. So, all right.
I
Well,
agree.
I don't know. Mom, do you have anything else you would like to add?
I thought the young man that played the young Jackson was superb also. And I wanted to add that, and I can't remember
Well,
his
which
name.
young Jackson? Because there's a bunch of young Jacksons. There's young Tito, there's young Jermaine, there's young Marlon, there's young Jackie, there's young
I think it was
Latoya.
Jermaine or whatever.
Or
I
you
think
mean
it
the
was,
one that plays young Michael?
yeah.
The kid that plays young Michael Jackson is Juliano Valdi.
Juliano. Yeah, I know, but I didn't remember it. Well, you know, forgive me, I'm tired. But anyway, yeah, I thought he did really, really good too. So
Okay,
I
hey,
guess that's
Juliano,
right.
keep at it.
Oh no, she's back. Okay. I don't know. I mean, Mike, are you getting as many interruptions as I am with her?
Yeah, it sounds garbled, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Ma, you need to talk to Pa about your internet connections.
Well, I don't know what, man. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll talk to Dad. All
It's okay.
righty.
We'll let it slide this time.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Next
Sorry
time you're
about
being
that.
replaced by D Money.
Okay, good. Go for it.
She's like,
He'll do a better
"No!"
job.
No, she said no one can replace Ma Hinshaw, which I agree.
Oh,
I agree as well.
yeah. Anybody could.
So,
Well, thank you very much, guys. Okay.
alrighty. Well, I don't have anything else to add other than I'm looking forward to this next week movie. I was looking forward to Animal Farm until I watched the trailer, and then Animal Farm's been in production for 14 years, and the trailer is just, I don't know, man. It's not going to be very good. So I'm happy to see a horror comedy adventure movie starring Jason Segel and Samara Weaving. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see. But Mike, do your thing.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure to follow us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And make sure to enter our contests. We have 2 contests. So make sure to enter those, and we'll catch you in the next podcast. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.